Let's talk about the 2026 Toyota Highlander, because this is one of those updates that might not look flashy at first glance, but the more you learn about it, the more impressive it gets. The Highlander has always been Toyota's go-to family SUV, the one that just works for a lot of people. Reliable, comfortable, practical. And for 2026, Toyota isn't trying to reinvent the Highlander's identity. Instead, they're refining it in ways that actually matter for everyday drivers. And honestly, that's what makes this update exciting. Before we get into everything that's new, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the content. And if you're into upcoming SUVs, future Toyotas, and honest car talk, you're going to want to stay tuned. Now, starting with the design, the 2026 Highlander is expected to look more modern and confident without losing its familiar shape. Toyota seems to be sharpening things up with a cleaner front end, updated headlights, and a slightly bolder grille. The lines look a bit more sculpted, giving it a more planted, upscale presence on the road. It still clearly looks like a Highlander, which longtime fans will appreciate, but it feels more current and polished than before. One of the biggest talking points for the 2026 Highlander is the continued focus on hybrid power. Toyota has been absolutely crushing it with hybrids, and the Highlander is a perfect example of why. Expect smooth acceleration, excellent fuel efficiency, and a driving experience that feels calm and easy. You're not thinking about switching modes or managing power. It just works in the background. For families or commuters who want to save on fuel without giving up space or comfort, this is a huge win. Even with its family-friendly focus, the Highlander hasn't forgotten about light adventure. The 2026 model is expected to offer available all-wheel drive and updated drive settings that help when conditions aren't perfect. Snowy roads, rain-soaked highways, gravel paths. This is the kind of SUV that makes you feel confident without asking you to be an off-road expert. It's not built for rock crawling, but it's more than capable for road trips, camping weekends, and unpredictable weather. Inside, the 2026 Highlander looks like it's getting one of its most noticeable upgrades. The cabin is expected to feel more modern and more tech-forward, with a larger central screen, a cleaner dashboard design, and improved connectivity. Toyota has been listening to feedback, and the goal here seems to be making everything easier and more intuitive to use. Less frustration, fewer distractions, and more focus on comfort. Speaking of comfort, this is still where the Highlander shines. The seats are expected to be supportive and comfortable for long drives. The second row remains spacious, and the third row is usable for kids or shorter trips. Cargo space stays practical, which is something Highlander owners really value. It's the kind of interior that feels ready for school runs during the week and road trips on the weekend. When it comes to pricing, Toyota hasn't officially revealed numbers yet, but the 2026 Highlander is expected to stay competitive. There may be a slight increase compared to older models, especially with updated tech and hybrid options. But Toyota's reputation for long-term value plays a big role here. When you factor in fuel savings, reliability, and resale value, the Highlander continues to make a strong case for itself. Compared to previous Highlanders, the 2026 model feels more refined and more confident. Older versions were all about practicality and dependability, and while those qualities are still here, this new one adds a more modern feel. Better tech, smoother driving, improved efficiency. It's an evolution rather than a dramatic overhaul, and that's exactly what many buyers want. So if you're currently driving an older Highlander, or you're shopping for a mid-size SUV that can handle family life without stress, the 2026 Highlander is definitely one to watch. It's not trying to be the loudest or flashiest SUV in the segment. It's focused on being one of the smartest choices you can make. And with that, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. What do you think of the 2026 Toyota Highlander? Would you choose it over its rivals, or are you sticking with something else? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.